If your child is being bullied, that can feel helpless to you as a parent. And in a sense, the bully is now intimidating you as well. Of course, the bully needs to be dealt with. But for your child, that's only a band-aid. Your child needs to learn how to deal with intimidation because it's a skill they'll need as an adult too. The key is to be able to separate themselves from the feeling they're experiencing. A bully says you're a fatso, you feel humiliated. You respond from that humiliation. What you want to really do is notice the feeling, detach yourself from the feeling, and then be able to respond from a position of power. That takes a lot of therapy. But the first order of the day is for you as a parent to do the same work so that your child is able to experience it. The greatest bully of all time was Pari. For centuries, he was able to enslave the Jewish people. And that's because they allowed themselves to be abused. He abused, they received the abuse. Then there was one point where they learned the art. Just because he abuses us doesn't mean we have to be abused. We can feel abused and then turn to Hashem and realize that we're actually okay. There's a curious use of the word. When Pari chases Bnei Israel and he arrives by the Yam Suf, it should have said Paroi Korav, Pari came close, and now he's attacking them. Instead it says Pari Hikriv. Hikriv means he brought them close. Hikriv es Yisrael le'aviem shebashamayim. He brought the Jews closer to Hashem. In front of them was the sea. Behind them were the Egyptians. There was no way out. They should have felt stuck. Instead, they say, okay, we feel stuck. Now what? Now turn to Hashem. When you're able to do that, Hashem is able to help you. Pari only has power when you allow him to have power. But if you turn to Hashem, you regain the power. When you allow yourself to be bullied, that's what the power the bully has. Now they're in control because you respond from weakness. But if you notice that feeling and allow yourself to detach from it, then you respond matter-of-factly. I'm fat, yeah, and you're tall and thin. Okay? Just a simple, plain, matter-of-fact response. The key is that the parent respond in this way. That the parent not be intimidated. That you realize that if my child is being bullied, that's a message from Hashem that they can get closer to him. And I too can get closer. I too feel my intimidation, detach myself from that feeling and realize it's bringing me closer. Am I really a fatso? Maybe it's a fact. But I'm not intimidated because I have Hashem and he determines how I feel. Hashem thinks I'm awesome. And the moment I realize that, I detach from the feeling. Now I regain the power.